Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, and you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
I'm like, okay, well, has this always been a thing? Where have I been?
What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the AEW recap brought to you by the Smacked Raw podcast. I guess I'm your host for the evening. I am Katie Baby. Baby. I'm joined by Kyle Tyson and Kevin Crazy. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Fucking awesome, Katie. Glad to be joining you.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm happy to host. I'm nervous as all hell, but we're gonna fucking power through it, right?
Katie, you got this, man. We're here for you.
Get drunk and wing it. Who cares?
I took a shot before, so I think it's starting to hit me. So I think we're good. I think I'm loose now.
There you go.
I want to give a shout out to the people in the chat, even though I can't see it right now because my phone's trash. We are currently live on the Standing Streamers Twitch channel. Head over to twitch.tv/the Standing Streamer. Like and subscribe so you get notified every time we go live, but also every time he goes live with his show, Putting You Over. Kyle probably caught most of the interview with Nick Aldis, yes?
Yeah, it was really good.
That's dope.
I caught bits and pieces. Like I said before, I was trying to balance between both streams. A lot harder than I thought.
If I may, as nervous as you feel right now, it ain't nothing compared to streamer interviewing Aldis. Trust me, you got this.
Butterflies.
I mean, that gives me a little bit more confidence because I feel like he's got years on me. Whew. So, if you end up missing the live, we have the video form of the podcast up on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SmackDrawPodcast. Or if you're one of those people who like to listen to your podcasts while you clean, you drive, you do whatever the hell you do, we have the audio form up on basically every podcast platform there is. And we are also the exclusive recap show for Wrestling News World. I know they have cool articles, podcasts, and I believe premium content. Yes?
They do.
Ma'am.
Yes, they do. They have some breaking news. Cough up a couple dollars, man. Y'all need to go over there.
And finally, I will plug this last thing before we get into the show. Please help support us not only by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, the typical stuff, but heading over to our Patreon, patreon.com/SmackDrawPodcast. You can get early access to our YouTube videos, these sticker packs, which if you join now, you can probably get the stickers before I even get them. Let's be fucking real.
Hey, man, I don't have any of the Mute RN stickers, and I want one real bad, so there's that, too.
But you have the other ones, at least. I've been on the show for like 3 weeks, and I got shit yet. I feel disrespected, but it's fine. We'll get over it.
Wow! Disrespected.
Listen, I gotta get a little mean to get myself comfortable here.
Oh, you're good, man.
And finally, if you do a video hot take or unpopular wrestling opinion, it will be featured in the UWO show, which I want to get on another one because I can get more mean, I promise. You want to start
I'm not a good fit for that show, man. I'm just like, yeah, wrestling's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Like, give me everything wrestling.
I think we gotta get meaner.
I'm gonna go ahead and just applaud. Katie, way to go, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Fucking
That was
intro.
really good.
Awesome job. You
Slam
nailed
dunk.
it.
I'm literally sweating my ass off just doing that. Holy
We're
shit.
already getting comments in the live chat. Katie greater
Hey,
than
baby.
Kyle. Like you nailed it. You got this, girl. Way to go.
I'm definitely not better than Kyle, but I'll take the compliment. Thank you. All right, let's
put Kyle over.
I have to put him over. He's the reason I'm doing this. I got to put him over. Come on. All right. Let's fucking start this. So it started with FTR versus Private Party. Right off the bat, no entrances, no nothing. But you notice a certain someone at ringside in FTR's corner fucking Tully Blanchard. Didn't expect it this early. I mean, they kind of teased it the other week when he FTR attacked Ricky Morton, I think. But I definitely didn't expect him to pull Tully into FTR's corner this early.
I agree with you. Now, granted, there was a promo afterwards that kicked it in for me. That's where I realized, like, oh shit, yeah, Tully was the guy. But overall, no, you're absolutely right. All that fantasy booking, the new Four Horsemen, all of that stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
I got plenty of stuff in my notes for that.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
that's pretty cool though. It is pretty cool.
So the match was, I mean, the typical clash of styles. FDR's no flips, just fists. Private Party's basically all flips. It was a pretty good match, pretty solid. A lot of good tag team moves, but FDR definitely is starting to pull more heel tactics. Tully pulls, I think it was Dax, out of the way when Isaiah Cassidy was jumping through or over the ropes. And then FTR hits the Goodnight Express for the win. So does this mean we have possibly 3 of the 4 horsemen? And I have in quotes, revival. So Tully is obviously the manager of Shawn Spears and now the manager of FTR. Does that automatically mean we have Shawn Spears and FTR as the 4 horsemen?
I always thought that's the way it was going to go, and then Cody, of course, being the 4th one, because of Arn and all of that, So I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I think it would be silly for Spear to just go in a different direction out of the blue now. Although he does feel like he's getting the least amount of shine out of all of this. Like whenever I see him on TV, I get this impression. It's like, hey, I'm here too,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But no, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it for sure.
So you guys think Cody will be the 4th horseman?
Me, no.
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, you do know?
Kevin, you've smoked way too much weed, bro.
Kevin, did you miss a crucial part later in the show?
Maybe I did. I'll let you fill me in. I just think no.
maybe I missed something. I don't know.
Who knows? Now I'm nervous, Katie. What the hell?
I mean, this is. We'll get there. Okay. We're jumping the gun a little bit.
Well, yeah, because I think I know where you're going, but I'll wait, and then we'll find out who's the pothead.
Sure as fuck ain't me, that's for sure. So then we get a typical Mox promo, basically saying MJF's all talk. Tough guys don't need words to talk.
Talking.
MJF talks out his ass all the time, but that's also
the truth.
No, stop it. We'll fucking get to MJF in a second. The thing I thought was most surprising about the promo was Mox kind of gave him some praise. I don't know if it was sarcastic or not, but he basically said MJF can be the top guy for the next 25 years. Do you think it was more sarcastic or more genuine?
I feel like it was kind of a mix of both. I think that he was genuinely trying to put MJF over a little, but putting himself over at the same time, being like, yo, I can take out the up-and-comers still, MJF is that great, but he ain't beating the old dogs yet, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of the way that I took it. So it was a really a good way to make them both look strong, I thought.
Yeah.
My interpretation has been that Mox has been doing a good job at doing 2 roles. One, even though he's the technical old guard, he's putting over the new talent in his promos. He did that with Darby Allin the other week, talking about how Darby Allin is just essentially a young version of him, and he was doing it with MJF tonight. But at the same time, he likes to punctuate those promos afterwards like, yeah, they're great once they get through me, and you're not fucking getting through me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And so he still makes sure to put himself over at the end. And this is great because that means whoever does knock Mox off, as long as it is, and it has to be a young talent, he will have done his job correctly. He'll make him a bigger star. If it's an ex WWE talent, God, if it's fucking Matt Cardona that knocks off Moxley, you know what I mean? It's a fucking waste. But otherwise, I think they're doing it just right with him.
Tell me how I already forgot Matt Cardona was in AEW.
Right?
He showed up twice. How the fuck am I supposed to remember he's even a part of AEW right now?
Nobody cares.
He's probably gonna end up getting buried like he did in WWE, but
AEW Dark, man.
Yep, I was gonna say.
I also forgot that was a thing for a second. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. So from one promo to another fucking promo.
Yep.
MJF. I hate this man so much it kind of hurts. Did you notice Nina's forced smile?
Poor Nina in the back looking held hostage.
I literally have
one of my favorite parts of the whole promo. The continuity there. Oh, it was delicious.
In my notes, I literally have hashtag save Nina 2020. This poor woman needs to leave. She needs somebody go fucking save her, please. She'd probably be better with the Dark Order at this point. God damn. This poor woman.
No shit.
So, after MJF gives an emotional promo about wanting a family and not being able to play with his kids, which was fucking weird.
By the way, legitimately, like that man looked like he was producing some real tears for a moment there.
Yeah.
Would you blame him?
Like he looked like man might have some acting chops, you know.
He might.
Yeah, he might actually have like some aspirations to have a family too that were put in jeopardy.
All right.
Some compassion.
You're being a little fucking dramatic, Kevin. Let's calm down. So after his
he deserved better.
No, stop it. I will shut your ass down, Kevin.
Oh no.
So after his emotional promo, his attorney gets up and is like, we have a petition. 5 million people apparently signed this petition to get the paradigm shift banned, which
it's a dangerous move.
So are 100 other moves in wrestling.
So you're saying Jon Moxley can't beat MJF if he doesn't have access to the paradigm shift?
He fucking can, and he fucking will. Again, do not tempt me, Kevin.
I gotta know. Hey, listen, really quick. Is Mark Sterling a thing? He was very, very good on the mic.
I have no idea.
I've never heard of him before. Honestly,
he was the lawyer, but the guy was captivating the second he started talking.
No, it was good. You're right. It was really good. But no, I've never heard of him before. I have no idea who he is.
Anybody in the chat? Look, there's actually surprisingly a lot of you. No pressure, Katie. No. Mark Sterling, let us know if you guys know of this fella.
Yeah, because I mean, he looked legit.
Yeah.
No fucking idea who he was though. He looked hella legit.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically they just want the paradigm shift banned it all out, which I guess we'll find out next week if Mox signs the contract. But I feel like this episode was more tag team appreciation than the actual tag team appreciation episode.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about that, but yeah, you're absolutely right.
There was 4 tag matches in 2 singles matches.
Yeah. A lot more in like, you know, Jurassic Express, Butcher and the Blade were there. Just more tag teams in general were represented, you know. It was
Yeah, I mean, well, that leads us to the 8-man tag. It was the Natural Nightmares, which I finally got their name right since it was said 4 times. which is QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, and Luchasaurus versus the Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade. This didn't seem like a very good match. I feel like there was a lot of botchy, weird shit happening, unless that was just me. Like Dustin's very nasty looking Canadian Destroyer to I don't even know who. QT was like not selling shops really in the beginning, and then Jungle Boy fucking missed the dive completely. I was not really feeling this match.
Sorry, I have to just interrupt really quick. Just because you were botching a match or hating on a match, Maddie in the chat says she wants to see Katie versus Kevin at All Out instead of Mox versus MJF.
Somebody call Tony Khan right now. Book it. I'm fucking in.
I'll take that shit.
Somebody book it. Let's go.
I agree with you, Katie. I think that actually the first half of the show's matches were kind of rough, and it's weird. Was tonight pre-taped or live?
I'm pretty sure it was live. I'm almost positive because I think I think this was the first show that they had fans in there.
It did feel like
not positive about that.
Because I mean, you know, obviously they went on air a half hour late, and it did feel like they rushed a lot of the stuff in the first half of the show.
Yeah, like nobody. I don't think anybody for the first half of the show got like an entrance.
Yeah, like the production value was better the second half of the show or something.
Way better.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But probably one of the most surprising things, well, I mean, I'm jumping the gun. So there's a miscommunication between Blade and Pentagon Jr. Penta pushes Blade. Jungle Boy rolls him up 1, 2, 3. Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade get into a shoving match. And then this is where I was very surprised. Eddie Kingston, who we haven't seen since his TNT title match with Cody, comes out, puts them all over, is like, y'all are the fucking best. Like, you shouldn't be doing this shit. It like gives them all little pops. And then he's like, we're better together. So do you think this is the beginning of some kind of new Eddie Kingston weird indie faction thing?
What was that
100%.
shit-eating grin on his face when he got everybody to group hug?
Oh, that was weird. I forgot about that. Yeah,
he seemed genuine until everybody closed in on that hug, and he gave this look to the camera, was like, I just dropped a live grenade in front of this fucking group of people.
Yeah.
See,
like, I don't trust him for a
smile.
fucking second, man. I don't trust that dude for a second, and now I'm very excited to see what happens.
I didn't notice his smile at all.
Yeah, go back when he convinces everybody to give that group hug. He gives a look to the camera that is very sinister. Now, granted, it might just be how Eddie Kingston normally looks, you know, but it looks sinister as fuck, if you ask me.
Yeah. But I'm down to see where this is going. Like Kyle said, but that, I mean, the whole Kingston promo was fire, you know, and I'm happy to see him back. So,
I mean, I'm intrigued to see where it'll go, because I'm probably one of maybe many people who didn't really know Eddie Kingston before his TNT title match. So I'm excited to see what he'll do, because I don't know anything previous of this.
Well, hey, me either. So
there we go.
Me, Eddie Kingston.
All right, I guess we can be friends for now, Kevin.
All right.
I guess, until you piss me off again.
I saw that on YouTube right after Kingston debuted in that match against Cody. He was all over YouTube.
Was he really?
Like trending videos and suggested videos, so nothing like you know, newly produced. But all of a sudden, like when I was on YouTube, I was getting a bunch of stuff, like watching him in other promotions and stuff like that. And I'll tell you, man, the guy is visceral on the mic, especially if there's no censors. Like, he is extremely vulgar. I learned that, man. Like, if it wasn't for TNT, that dude drops F-bombs every other word, man.
He gives me that impression.
Yeah.
I wish he
So-
wasn't on TNT now. I want to hear it.
Oh
Right?
man, I'll forward you a video, Katie. Don't worry about
All right. You got me excited now.
it.
So next we have Britt and Reba are just chilling in the gym. I don't think I was even paying attention as to what the hell they were talking about. Then Penelope Ford and Kip Sabian are there. Britt's talking about germs through kissing, and then offers Penelope Ford free. She offers both of them free dental care for a year, and then Reba to do Penelope's makeup free for a year if she will tag with Britt against Big Swole in a handicap match. What do you think about the pairing of Britt and Penelope?
Forced.
It is. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
The way you guys are kind of approaching it is how exactly it feels.
Yeah.
It's not intriguing. It feels like 4 characters that don't have much to do right now, unfortunately, because we are reaching that threshold of Britt's character where, hey, look, we got to get you in the ring because
Yep.
it's been like 3 months now of the promos. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's going to be filler stuff until something big happens. I don't hate it, but at the same time, it's nothing to really get too excited about.
Yeah.
I did really like the idea of Britt offering up Reba's hair and makeup services for a year free.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah,
That was funny.
those jokes are always going to land with me.
Oh yeah.
It also brings up the fact of, is Britt actually cleared to wrestle?
Oh,
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Because go ahead.
Well, I had read or something, or they had teased that she was going to be back for All Out at one point. So I thought she was going to be by now, because I remember she challenged Big Swole, if I remember correctly, or just said that she was coming back. I don't remember for sure, but that's the impression I get.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of her millions of promos she's done, she said she was coming back for All Out, or she was going to be ready for All Out. So that's why I think it's going to end up being Penelope versus Swole, but Britt will just tag herself in and get the cover if that happens.
Yeah, I could see that happening.
Put her in the match, but don't let her fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Because she may or may not be cleared. We don't actually know.
Yep.
No, I mean, absolutely. Yeah, I personally don't think she's ready. But I could see them finding a way to use her. She might be healed up enough. We'll just have to wait and see, to be honest.
Yeah. So,
Vince said we need to make the Eddie Kingston smile the thumbnail. And oh, Jesus Christ. All right, I'm sorry. Some dude in the chat.
Some dude's just making suggestions for thumbnails. Thank you, Kevin.
Man, you're one hell of a grumpy asshole. You know that? I haven't even talked about the thing I'm not supposed to talk about.
What was that?
Oh, you know.
I'm 100% genuinely fucking confused, and I don't even think I want to know.
Yo, I'm intrigued now too, but nervous. Fucking hell, man.
I was just gonna give you shit about your wife.
Oh no. I'm sure she'll be on here at some point, man.
Well, I miss her.
Will you
fuck off, Kevin? Stay the fuck away from my wife. All right.
How dare you?
Let's get back to the show, Katie. Go ahead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
Please.
I don't mean to derail it.
God damn it, Kevin.
Derail you, asshole.
So, I can't even fucking focus now. God damn it. We cut to Orange Cassidy's first in-ring interview, and he comes out with best friends, but he doesn't even get the chance to fucking speak. And out comes Jericho without the white jacket. He has a new one this time, nice and sparkly. He congrats Orange on beating him. He said, "Oh, I'm proud of you. You're proving the critics wrong. You got heart, courage," bunch of other shit he said. Then he wants a rubber match, which we all knew was coming. And he mentions that he creates matches, doesn't drop the name Money in the Bank, but it's basically Money in the Bank. And probably the thing I'm most looking forward to now, the Mimosa Mayhem match.
I know, it's so ridiculous. I love it.
Was I the only one convinced this was like a parody, like a joke? I felt like this whole thing was Jericho setting it up. Like, I've created this master match, the Mimosa Mayhem, and they run this parody fucking video package for Orange Cassidy to be like, no, that's fucking stupid. That's exactly what I was expecting to happen, was Orange Cassidy to turn it down. And then they built it like, no, this is something we're going to do. It's a normal match, but you can get tossed into a kiddie pool of mimosa.
80 gallons of orange juice and like 500 cases of the bubbly. I don't want to be dumped in that.
No, not at all.
Oh, fuck, I would, man. On a Saturday night, hell yes. I'll lay in that shit all night.
Maybe 10 years ago.
God
damn, but I'm an old shithead now. Anyway, no, I love the absurdity of it. Just that they we're just like, fuck it. We're literally just gonna make a humongous tub of mimosa.
It's stupid as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I give AEW a pass. This is dumb as shit. It is a one-off match. This is not going to become Money in the Bank for AEW.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely not going to.
This is dumb as fuck, man.
It's funny.
Kyle,
it's comedy.
Kyle. Of course, it's fun. Kyle. It's just stupid. You hating piece of bull poop. What is your problem?
Bull poop?
Yeah.
Are you a child now? What happened?
I hang out with a 10-year-old a lot. So
no, I hear Kev on that. I feel that energy. Trust me.
Touche. Maybe because I don't have kids. Whatever. Fuck. So Orange accepts. This Inner Circle finally comes out, which I was waiting for them to come out because Jericho doesn't go anywhere alone.
Right.
They jump Orange Cassidy and Best Friends. Juice Effect on Orange, which it's basically just becoming tradition at this point. They beat up Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends, hit the Judas Effect on Orange, and then dump something on him.
Yeah. You're right. I didn't really think about it.
This week it just happened to be a little bit of the bubbly, I guess.
That's every segment.
They waterboarded him with champagne.
Yeah.
What they did.
Which is fucking rude of all things.
They were covering his mouth. Did you catch that?
No.
They were straight up covering his mouth. They were waterboarding him.
Holy shit.
Illegal,
yeah, it was dark as fuck, man. It really took a dark turn, man.
Oh my God.
That's literally a form of torture, but
yes,
okay.
It was. No, I mean, I could be wrong, because at the time, I'm not going to lie, my son and I had set up this sweet, Hot Wheels jump thing because my son is at that Hot Wheels era in his life. But I swear I looked up and I saw them pouring champagne on him, but I swear someone was covering his mouth. And I was like, dude, they're waterboarding him on cable television.
I mean, they had him half upside down, so I wouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah,
at that point.
man, it really wouldn't surprise me.
I don't even think they would need to cover his mouth at that point to waterboard him. Just gravity alone would probably
throw
do
a
the
towel
trick.
on his face. Oh man, that'd be so dark.
If they would have thrown a towel on his face, I would have turned it off. You would not have seen me tonight.
That would have been a little much. That would have been.
That would have been attempted
Daly's
murder.
Place was actually inside of Guantanamo Bay.
Jesus Christ! This has went off the rails again.
My bad.
That's
y'all.
okay.
My bad.
It's
y'all.
great. I'm loving this. I'm about it.
No, you're killing it. Is Kyle's an asshole? No, I'm just kidding.
I think we're all assholes.
Not that I would plug MJF and piss you off or anything.
It's not like you went to a NXT takeover stream and plugged MJF tonight.
I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll.
No, you didn't do that at all.
No.
You didn't try to counter program our only show.
Yeah, fucking dick.
Hey man, and you know what else? You know what else is funny?
Go.
I try and put Vince over on this. And you're like, who's that? And you're bitching at me for trolling them. And you're like, who the fuck is Vince?
Who the fuck are you putting over?
You both are the fucking worst. I can't.
Katie, what happened next?
The 6-man tag match. The Elite, so Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Dark Order number 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
Which
I
I think
only
it was
remember Silver. That's the only name I remember. of them.
Silver, Reynolds, and I think the guy's last name is like Angels, something. I don't know. Whoever the hell's in the chat, please help me.
Silver's the best if you watch Being the Elite.
Being the Elite?
Yeah, Silver is a fucking gem on Being the Elite. Oh my god, I love him, dude.
The Dark Order skits on BTE are slowly becoming my favorite. I just fucking love them.
They've
so
gone
much.
from the worst segments to the best.
They really have. And now they're getting more than one segment. Fucking gems. I love it. So, I mean, it was a pretty basic match. The Elite had control most of the time. Something I noticed, I'm pretty sure there was a low blow to Kenny, and there was a use of the chair for like 3 minutes straight, and there was no DQ called at all. Was I the only one who noticed this?
I missed
No, I actually noticed the low blow because they said on commentary that the referee couldn't see it, and I was like, how the fuck could the referee not see it? Like, it literally happened like right in front of the referee. I was like, what is going on here?
Are you talking about when Kenny had the guy in the corner?
Yeah.
Yes,
and
I
he
think
went
so.
at him and he just kicked him in the dick.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that part.
Just literally hit him in the dick, and then they throw him to the outside, or he falls to the outside or whatever. And then they proceed to smack him with a chair, kick him in the face with a chair.
Yeah.
And there's no fucking DQ. Is this WWE now? Or are we just not throwing out DQs randomly here?
This is where like Seb would love to shine on the show. Like Sebastian, which you'll get to know him. Sebastian loves these moments because he goes the fuck off. But you're absolutely right, Katie. No, this is one of those moments of AEW running very, very loose with the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I immediately thought of Sebastian too, honestly. So
where the fuck is that kid?
I don't know. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna be on? Was I just not paying attention in the chat?
I don't know, man. He's working hard a lot right now.
He's a prison guard. Fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's who it is. Okay.
I think you know somebody. And then he becomes a prison guard.
You think you know someone?
He's a cop.
He's a cop.
No, we love you, Sebastian. We love you, Sebastian.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone in the chat said Pat McAfee's better than Kenny Omega, and now I'm annoyed.
I don't know about that, bro.
I don't know. This somebody.
It was that dude that really took exception to my MJF.
I don't know. Me and this someone
comment.
might have to fight later. I don't know. We might have to.
Oh man.
But Kenny hits the one-winged angel on. Couldn't fucking tell you who because they're all wearing masks.
Yep.
The Elite win, but then for the second time, we see Kenny start to go off the deep end a little bit. I don't remember how many weeks ago it was. He beat the shit out of Marco, and then this week he tried to powerbomb someone, whatever number, onto a fucking chair. The Bucks stop him. And do you think, because if you are on Twitter at all, if you're on Twitter at all kind of paying attention, everyone wants cleaner Kenny back, but I don't think, I mean, I didn't really watch New Japan because I watch too much wrestling as it is, but I have friends who fucking loved cleaner Kenny in New Japan. If they brought it over, it's not going to be the same.
He's a video game, like, anime villain.
Yeah.
It's insane. If you've ever been a fan of, like, the Final Fantasy games, he's a goddamn villain from one of those games as the cleaner. It's amazing. The fact that he could cut promos in Japanese fluently. Oh, it was so good. I love the cleaner. My whole thing is, it's not going to translate because he's not going to have anybody to cut promos on in Japanese. But also, he's not going to have the entrance music. The entrance music was a huge part of it, too. That's going to be a hard thing to replicate. I will say one thing. I think this works with the Young Bucks who have been trying to be like, what the fuck you doing, Kenny? and they turn with him. I think if all of them turn together, it works much better.
Yeah, because you can't have. We talked about it a few weeks ago, I think. You can't have heel FTR and face Hangman and heel Kenny and face Young Bucks. That's not going to fucking work. Wherever Kenny goes, the Bucks go. They have been saying this for years. So it's inevitable when they turn. But I'll raise the question, do you think Hangman will turn and basically everyone in the Elite will become the heels in some way, shape, or form?
It's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like they could all turn heel, but they wouldn't be friends anymore, but they would just be heels. It's a very weird wrestling dynamic. For one, how does Hangman Page turn heel? How? He's a badass dude who drinks with the fans and gets...
Well, there's no fans right now.
What's he do? True. Does he go fucking all right to censor and be like, I give up alcoholism? You know, with FTR?
I give up alcohol.
No, like, there's no way for him to really turn heel. Because people are just going to think he's doing cool shit. Like, he's a cool bad guy.
You mean cowboy shit?
Cowboy shit, yes.
Cool cowboy shit.
Man, I'm sorry, Katie. Listen, I'm off my game, obviously.
No, I hear you, though. It would be hard to get booze for Hangman, though. I mean, that is very true. But he's clearly aligning himself with FTR as well, you know. And frankly, I think that his allegiance is stronger to FTR than it is with the Elite, you know. So
I'll say this, AEW looks like it's priming itself to be a company with nothing but heels.
That's kind of true.
All heel wrestling. Like, that's really what it seems like it's going to become.
That's
like,
their new name.
The only face, like, who's going to be a bona fide baby face through all? Sheeta.
Besides Sheeta, nobody.
Sheeta will be the only baby face left in All Elite Wrestling. Everybody else is going to be heel.
Well, she's a fucking queen, so let her be a face.
Orange Cassidy.
Orange Cassidy and Sheeta and the best friends.
Yeah, I was going to say best friends.
Dying on that fucking hill, man.
And good for them. They're doing great. So, more Hangman talk. FTR and Tully are backstage. Tully's basically saying, I'm with them to help make them the best. They're close, but they're not there yet. And we find out for next week, there's going to be a tag team gauntlet match where it's like the number 5 and number 4 start, and then they kind of just work their way up because FTR is currently the number 1 ranked tag team, which I was waiting for them to say that anyways, because I thought they were just going to immediately get the tag opportunity at All Out. But I was wrong. Yep. Or was I? I mean, it'll probably happen next week, but that's fine. So Hangman comes up to them and is pissed. He's like, you guys attacked Ricky. He also brings up the fact that Dax faked the injury. I think it was Dax.
Yep, it was.
Faked the injury in their, like, however many tag match there fucking was a few weeks ago. And he was like, oh, I did it to see who has my back. And it's you two. And he points to Cash and Hangman. So this is where I was talking about earlier. I think the 4 Horsemen is going to be Shawn Spears, FTR, and Hangman because of his relationship with FTR.
Yeah, that seems the easiest one. Like, I feel like you could fantasy book bigger names, but sometimes you have to go with the most natural. And that really is the most natural duo or combination right there.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, Shawn Spears and Hangman, I don't think have had interactions at all. But FTR and Tully are like the common denominator between all well, technically 5 if you count Tully.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna have to see. Or is this just AEW being like, haha, fuck you guys, we're not actually giving you the 4 Horsemen?
I don't think they'll label them the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a 4-person faction, but it's not going to be labeled the Horsemen. And I don't even believe it has to do with copyright issues. I believe you set too high of a bar with a name like that, but it will be a successor or an heir, I think.
Though, yeah, it'll be something that's paying like homage.
Yeah,
to the
absolutely.
For sure.
And I think Katie, honestly, I think you nail it on the head. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. As much as I love to argue with people, like that's
No,
totally
that's pretty sound
FTR,
logic.
Hangman Page, and Sean Spears sounds. It's very
it
sound.
just seems right.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking and feeling in my heart since FTR debuted. I was like, oh shit. We knew Hangman was done with the Elite, and we knew Tully was there, obviously with Sean. So it just feels like it's the most natural thing to happen with the 4 Horsemen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see.
It's one of those things. We'll wait and find out.
It's not going to be for like another year, so I'm not even going to hold my breath at this point. So next is Darby Allin versus, I think his name's Will Hobbs. I don't know. I don't even think they announced him before Darby started whooping his ass.
My notes said some guy. Yeah.
I think he's been on Dark a few times when I've been watching it. So
I think he has. Like when I thought I heard the name, I thought it sounded familiar.
yeah.
And they cast him. I don't even think the bell rang at any point. I might have just missed it. I don't even know. It was the classic speed versus strength, because that guy's fucking strong, and Darby's quick as hell. So
he did not let Darby throw him around. Anytime Darby tried to Irish whip him or something like that, the guy was like, I'm shutting you down. But then Darby would work a limb, and that's what I thought was cool. He'd chop block the shit out of his knee, you know what I mean? Like, it was, psychology-wise, it was a very good match, and it allowed Darby Allin to appear very intelligent.
Yeah, it was also a really quick match. This might have been the fastest match of the whole night, I think.
Probably.
Because he just hits the coffin drop for the win, and then Taz, who I'm honestly sick of Taz at this point. I got enough of him growing up.
No. Whoa, Katie.
Oh, here we go.
AEW man.
No.
Oh my god.
Taz is like the best thing on commentary now.
They got the sauce.
He's
on
the
commentary.
heel Samoa Joe for AEW.
Commentary wise, he's fine. But I'm so sick of hearing him on the fucking mic every week, hyping up fucking Cage and Starks.
Team Taz now, as it's known.
Team Taz, yeah.
Team
He's
Taz.
like, oh, I got a new member of Team Taz. Oh, he's like, oh, his name's also Darby. It's fucking Ricky Starks dressed up as Darby.
Listen,
like
that shit was hilarious, though.
I thought it was
Ricky
funny.
Starks doing his best like teenage girl impression.
That was so good.
Me when I was 16, fucking disrespectful. I felt personally attacked.
It was so good.
It was funny. Funny.
It definitely was good. I give Ricky Starks his acting props. I mean, kudos, sir.
Fucking hilarious. Holy shit, dude.
But he's basically just, oh god. He's basically just talking, gives Brian Cage the opportunity to attack Darby from behind with the FTW title, and then Ricky hits him with the skateboard and does probably the shittiest attempt at a coffin drop I've ever seen in my entire life.
The second rope coffin drop. I
Like,
love that Taz hyped it up. He's like, he doesn't need to go up top. He doesn't even need to go to the top rope.
Oh yeah, he was putting it over like crazy, and it was like, Taz, don't bother.
It was
my god,
trash.
It was the Orange Cassidy of coffin drops. So
like, I get where they were going with it, but like, dude, just chill, Taz.
Like, I could do a fucking better coffin drop, and dude. I'm 5'3" and I'm scared of heights. Like, I could get on the top rope and do a better job than him.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It was, I mean, the whole segment was good, but that coffin drop just fucking ruined it for me.
Like,
I couldn't get behind it.
That's what I mean. Like, it was a car crash humor, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. I'm not saying it was clever as fuck or nothing. Like, no. I mean, it really was a grown man impersonating like an emo teenager, like how he interpreted Darby Allin, and then did like a cowardly coffin drop at the end of it. The shit was hilarious, man. I fucking
exactly.
loved it.
Like,
it's like
oh, go ahead.
It's like the wrestling version equivalent of like potty humor, you know. And so like I'm about it, you know. I don't care. I'll laugh at turds and stuff. So give it to me.
I am kind of disappointed because I did kind of like the way Taz was hyping up, like Team Taz is growing. I was like, oh, cool, we're getting a third member. And Taz was like, it's you, Darby Allin.
Yeah.
You're on my team.
Yeah, I mean, I was intrigued. He was like, new member. I was like, okay, who?
I thought it was
Fucking
gonna be a
Ridiculous.
debut.
And it was
honestly.
Darby's music that played. Oh my god.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, that's disappointing.
Mhm.
So it cuts to picture in picture, and Sammy Guevara has his goddamn cue cards. He's saying sorry to Matt for hurting him and all this, and then you see the font change to like red font, and it's, I think I got them all. It's like, sorry, Sammy is an idiot. Sammy is about to be broken. Consider him deleted. And then Matt Hardy attacks him from behind, and then it goes to commercial completely. And then it comes back to Matt whooping his ass, yeets him off the stage into the timekeeper's area. I literally have yeets his ass. Like, he ragdolled him.
crazy.
He ragdolled his ass far as hell. I got nervous.
Sure did.
I definitely didn't expect him to go through the table. I thought he was just going to like throw him to the floor. Nope. Through the timekeeper's table. He wants to attack him with a chair. The refs are like, no. But I have to bring this up. Didn't Matt Hardy say last week they were going to have a match this week?
Yes, that's what ran
Did
through
they?
my head was he was like, I need 10 days to get medically cleared before we can have a match. And he attacked him. Yeah, so I did miss this segment. I think by this point, my son and I had built a pretty sick jump with our Hot Wheels. And we were just
fucking,
we were trying to get stick the
Step
landing with the
Brothers.
slow-mo.
God damn it. Hey, whatever keeps you entertained. I can't be mad at it.
No, I get what no, really, I believe at this point I was putting my other kid to bed. And I was like, because there was two moments that I left. I was like, okay, I have a second. I'll come back. Nothing's going to happen. And on twice, something big happened. This was the first of the two.
Sucks.
And Matt Hardy, I came back, was kicking the shit out of Sammy Guevara, and the refs were fucking holding him off. And I was like, the fuck, man? Like, you know, it was twice.
Yeah.
The end of the show, the same thing fucking happened for me too.
Oh my god.
Yes, dude. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We'll get there, but no, you were speaking on what you were saying, Katie. Yeah, it did sound like we were getting a match tonight, and we didn't.
Yeah, I mean, we are next week, but I'll get to that. So then we cut to Thunder Rosa, who's the NWA Women's Champ. I don't watch NWA. I can never really get into it, but I know so many people are fans of it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does she challenge Sheeta for Sheeta's title at All Out?
I believe so, yes.
I think that's what the gist of it was, yeah.
I knew she said she was challenging her at All Out, but I just didn't know if it was for the title or not.
Yeah, I believe it is. I believe she addresses that Sheeta's doing this open challenge, and she's here to accept it.
I mean, she looks intimidating as hell. I think I'm going to have to watch some of her matches now, because that match can be awesome.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, because just like the earlier guest on the Putting You Over show from tonight, Nick Aldis, put that NWA championship title, on the line against Cody Rhodes when they did their All In pay-per-view, which was not officially AEW, but kind of like the precursor, you know. So it kind of makes sense. NWA is willing to let their belts travel a little bit. So it makes sense.
No. And right now, with the stuff that NWA is going through, too, it seems like it would be a really mutually beneficial kind of a thing, too. Because, I mean, it is what it is. But right now, the women's division in AEW is not what it should be. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
injuries. You know, I mean, when you have Chris Statlander, Britt Baker, you know, people like that down. Pretty sure there was a couple more injuries too, if I remember correctly. Feels like there was. It's hard, you know, because I mean the last title defense that Sheeta had was against Penelope Ford, and that didn't. It felt kind of forced, you know, like didn't feel like Ford was ready for it. You know what I mean?
I mean, didn't she only get it because she pinned Sheeta in like a tag match?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I won't lie. The women's division, as much as I defend AEW, they just keep stumbling over themselves. And I don't imagine there's an easy answer to it. I imagine there's some hurdles that's just like fuck, I wish we could have a clean slate. But that's the thing is you can't. And I imagine it is kind of tough to come around. But once again, you Kevin, we're the positive guys. I've got high hopes. I feel like they'll turn it around.
No, so do I. And I mean, they have on some level. I mean, I think Sheeta is a legit star and a very legit champion. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing, though. You just electrocute yourself? What the fuck happened?
No, I dropped this and I kind of jumped.
Okay. Jeez, I thought you literally got zapped.
Nope,
I'll tell you one thing, though, about the women's division. They didn't turn it around tonight because the finals in the goddamn tag team tournament, half of it took place in picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
I mean, overall, so like it was the finals for they called it like the Deadly Draw Women's Tag Team Cup Tournament. I don't know. It has like 500 names. I don't fucking know what to call it. I have all of those names written down. It was the Nightmare Sisters, which are Allie and Brandy, versus Ivelisse and Diamante, which I fucking love both of them.
Yeah, they have them feud or tag team for the rest of their carears.
Oh yeah,
please.
No, I'm really into them too, and I think
their chemistry is top notch.
Hell yeah. This is the kind of thing that the women's division needs too, is young talent like this too, you know, something that they can build like that. I feel like, and it's gonna be, not only will it help their you know, just division generally, but like it's just cool to like have new talent like that feels like homegrown talent from, you know, AEW, you know what I'm saying, which is cool. I hope that happens for them.
Well, I mean, they both have been around for a while. I think it was Ivelisse who was on Lucha Underground. I think.
Okay, well then I'm just a dumbass.
I've seen clips. I think I follow them both on Instagram now. I think I did once they both got. I think they're both signed. I would assume at this point, since
they have to be at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, because especially after what happened, like.
Yeah.
So. The match, like Kyle said, basically picture-in-picture. I wasn't really paying attention because it wasn't fully on my screen. I got ADD. I was also trying to watch TakeOver. I'm gonna be real. I was fucking distracted. I kept getting distracted. It's fine.
I'll tell you one of the coolest things about this. So here on our podcast, we've had somebody who's an extremely big Eddie Guerrero fan.
Who will remain nameless, apparently.
No. Listen, like, all the jokes aside, we've known he's a huge Eddie Guerrero fan. He makes no bones about it as often as he can. Rob Roode would be happy to hear that Eddie Guerrero's granddaughter was actually the one announcing the match tonight. So
that was cool. That was a nice touch.
Big shout out to Rob Roode, Eddie Guerrero's largest fan on the show.
Hasn't she been the announcer? Hasn't she been the announcer for the whole tournament?
I haven't watched it. I have not watched the YouTube shit on Mondays. Mondays are my worst days. I work like 8 or 9 hours a day, and then I go do the Monday Night Raw podcast. I have no time for anything in between.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it either, to be honest with you.
I think I caught the first episode, so like the first round. That's all I watched. Like, this wasn't catching my attention. As much as I love fucking women's wrestling, obviously, that was like my thing growing up. I was like, fuck yes, the women, Lita and Trish. I
Yeah.
watched Lita beat Trish's ass with a steel chair at fucking Survivor Series 100 years ago, it seems like. So I'm all about it.
Badass, though. Badass.
So, like, I love seeing the women, but this, I mean, obviously it built up Ivelisse and Diamante because they end up rolling up, or no, they, like, throw Allie down and then Ivelisse kicks her right in the face, pins her, they win, which I was surprised because everyone I have seen on every social media possible was like, the Nightmare Sisters are going to win. They're the reason this tournament's even happening.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this was a good idea to have the newcomers, Ivelisse and Diamante, win?
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. No doubt. Brandy winning that tournament would have just stunk of nepotism. Especially considering, without going too heavy into it, the women's division already receiving as much criticism as it is.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Brandy is not the most talented in-ring person, it would have felt like one of those instances where Vince McMahon put the belt on himself. Like, that's how it would have translated. And right now, Brandy needs to be portrayed as a babyface, and it never would have been received as that. And I mean, hell, she has a hard time enough as it is being portrayed as a babyface.
Oh, she really does.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about her, man, because it's like I want to like her, like, because she's like bubblegum, you know? But then, like, she just doesn't connect. I don't know what it is, you know?
I mean, I wouldn't even consider the Nightmare Sisters even being like face. Like, I would consider them tweeners, more so edging on the heel side, mainly because of Allie and because QT tried to get involved in the match. But looking at the 4 women who were in the ring, Brandy was the least experienced of them all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And it showed.
Yeah.
Disappointed.
No. I completely agree with you. She gets.
You're right.
It's safe to assume that she gets the time to wrestle and all of that on television due to her position in the company. I don't feel like they. You can argue they do it, they overdo it, and they don't overdo it. But I will say that we're not at the point now where she has like X-Pac heat or anything like that. It's just like, okay, we're getting a Brandy match. We'll see if she's improved. Tonight, the right decision happened. The focus was on Ivelisse and Diamante. Let's not take away. We've already talked way too much about Brandy. Ivelisse and Diamante are fucking awesome.
They are badass.
They are so awesome. Medusa presented them with fucking bouquets of flowers, which they threw on the ground to throw their fucking Puerto Rican and Cuban flags. Yep. It was fucking awesome.
That was badass. That was a really cool moment.
They easily, besides the winner of the main event, came across as the coolest motherfuckers on the show.
Oh, easily.
Of the entire night. Absolutely. So even though the match wasn't that great, they presented them at the end of it all perfectly, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, and I think that they could definitely parlay this into a really good push and a really good run, you know, for both of them. So hopefully.
I mean, like we were saying, either as opponents or as a tag team, which they, as of right now, stay a fucking tag team. They're red hot right now.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
So enough of the women. We gotta take a break.
Enough of those women.
Enough of the women for right now. We get a preview for next week, Thursday night. I think, I don't know. These 3 weeks are fucking with my brain.
Yeah, someone tell Rob what time the show airs next time. Okay.
Since he was late as hell.
Oh, Rob, if you guys don't know, Rob Roode, who is one of the OGs of Smackdown podcast, was supposed to be on tonight's show, but he was under the impression AEW still aired at 8 p.m.
Nope. I mean, it already started half an hour late due to the fucking playoffs. I was so irritated.
Game, man.
Dude, Anybody talks about how long a goddamn football game is to me ever again, I'm gonna punch him in the dick. Because like the last 30 seconds of that goddamn fucking
Took 20 minutes.
goddamn minutes.
I was so pissed. I was
that
like,
was
if you
ridiculous.
take another goddamn timeout, I'm throwing something at the TV. I'm done.
Every time something happens, they're taking a timeout. Those fucking basketball guys. What
I
the
was
fuck?
convinced AEW was going off the air at 8, man. I was like, oh, the show's ending at 8. We're gonna get 60 minutes.
Pissed.
Oh my god.
Well, I'm glad you guys felt the same way.
I was fuming. It's fine. So for next week, we have Chris Jericho, Demo God, Le Champion, whatever you want to call him, back on commentary. We have the tables match, which kind of makes sense, but kind of doesn't, between Matt Hardy and Sammy Guevara. The tag team gauntlet match, which I mentioned earlier. The contract signing between MJF and Mox. And Swole versus Britt Baker and Penelope Ford in a handicap match. Anything standing out for next week?
Tag team gauntlet match.
Tables match.
I think we. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I would have assumed a chairs match, not a tables match.
Oh, between Guevara and Hardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that, but I mean,
chairs matches are kind of lame.
Exactly. I think they realize, like, you know what? We could go with what's logical or what's cool. Let's go with what's fucking cool, man. Like,
and Matt Hardy, he's killed it in TLCs. So
I like how anytime they mention the Hardy Boys, they'll just say Matt's brother. They'll never, ever say Jeff Hardy,
who's now the Intercontinental Champion. But
yeah.
Hey, look, and they did the opposite. They did it on WWE where what's his name? AJ Styles acknowledged him, was like, you were one half of the best tag team in WWE of all time. That was like the most acknowledgement Matt got since he left. It's kind of weird that they've been playing sort of nice with each other on both ends of the field.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've mentioned the Hardy Boys like just as a team because when they did the tag team appreciation, everyone was saying their favorite tag team, and not surprising, Private Party was like, oh yeah, the Hardy Boys.
The Hardy Boys, yes.
Makes fucking sense.
Well, and JR is always talking about him on commentary whenever Matt Hardy's on TV. He's like, I've known him for 30 years of my life, my God. So.
That's true. He was in WWE as an announcer for fucking 50 years, it seems like. All right, main event. What a fucking main event.
Yeah.
I will say I'm sick and tired of the TNT title being the main event. I'm just throwing that out there now. I'm kind of sick of it being the main event, but that's okay. So Cody, was the TNT champion versus Brody Lee. No offense from Cody whatsoever. Brody Lee whoops his ass.
Fucking killed him.
Yeah.
That discus lariat gave me a heart attack.
I think I got whiplash from it, frankly. It was brutal.
That was one of the nastiest discus lariats I've seen, especially from Brody Lee. And Cody just laid there defenseless at the end.
Look,
Brody, go ahead.
The match began, and I was like, okay, Gavin, who's my oldest son. I was like, all right, Gavin, look, we got a couple minutes. Let's go to bed. And it takes me all of 90 seconds. Get him in the bedroom, turn on the projector, and say goodnight. Love you, kid. And we say goodnight. I come back out. The fucking match is over. I was like, what the fuck happened?
It was quick.
It was the second fastest match of the night. It's definitely up there with Darby's match. It was so quick. Brody, literally, I think you said, Kyle, it was like Brock versus Cena from SummerSlam.
Yeah.
It had to have been.
It was literally a squash. And I was very surprised. Brody got the pin. My jaw dropped.
Oh, yeah.
More so the fact that Cody did nothing.
Yeah.
He hit him maybe once. And and Cody's like the reason the TNT title's a thing. And you have him get squashed in 3 minutes?
Well, I will say this. Logic wise, I did catch in the opening of the match, Brody hit him the second that bell rang. And if there's if there's an overstated comment in combat sports, it's what Mike Tyson said. Everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. And it was kind of like that mentality was Cody got punched in the mouth the second that bell rang, and Brody Lee never let up on him. Because Brody Lee hit him with 2 moves and then suplexed his ass over the top rope to the outside. Like, just
it was
completely
nasty.
Just hit him with everything. So even though I didn't see the match, I think logically from what I saw, and it sounds like how it played out, it made sense.
I mean, it makes sense if I didn't even think about the whole you have a plan till you get punched in the mouth thing, because Cody got his shit fucking wrecked.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think Brody Lee could move that fucking fast, if you want to know the God's honest.
He can work, bro.
For how big he is quick as hell.
Man.
It's scary. It makes me nervous.
Rochester native. What represent?
Ooh.
Maybe you got that in your blood, Kev. Maybe you can hit some drop kicks. You know?
No, I definitely don't.
Pull off some drop kicks.
Nah. I retired from wrestling like probably 20 years ago. So
Okay. So Brody wins. The new TNT champion, Tony Schiavone, tries to get an interview with him for some fucking reason. I
kind of felt bad for Schiavone, honestly.
He tried to interview people twice tonight and just didn't get a fucking answer either time. I mean, Brody was shouting shit like, "Oh, we deserve it" or something. I don't even know. But Dark Order comes out, celebrates him. Cody's getting put on a fucking stretcher.
Stretcher job.
I mean, I just thought it was his shoulder because they kept hinting at it. But when he was just laying there, I was like, oh, shit. Oh, they're bringing out a stretcher. Oh, my God. And then he does the, traditional, I'm good, thumbs up. Are you, though? Because fucking all hell breaks loose.
They beat the piss out of RN. I got fucking mad. Like, he gave the orders to attack RN, excuse me. Arn.
Poor Arn Anderson. Like, that man don't deserve that.
Oh, my God.
Fucking Arn, dude. Holy shit.
That was ballsy of him, though. That was ballsy of him.
Beat the shit out of Arn Anderson. Flipped Cody's ass on the stretcher. Brought out a beaten, broken down Dustin Rhodes and QT Marshall. I don't know if it was before or after Brandy came out and got choked out by Anna Jay. Did Brody clock him before Brandy came out?
Brandy was the last one to get laid out. So they laid out Arn. They took out Cody again. They pulled him back. Then they took out Dusty and QT. And then they finished it off taking out Brandy. And Dark Order was left standing tall, which, thank God. How many times... I'm going to take credit on this one. I was like, Dark Order needs to be a force, and you've turned them into a joke. And in one night, you were able to turn that around. You took that entire Nightmare family and dumped every last member on their fucking head, dude. I loved it. I
didn't expect it.
I didn't expect it either, honestly. I figured Cody was going to win. But I'm about it. I'm totally about it. I mean, Dark Order looks...
strong as hell.
Who's gonna fuck with him now? I mean, that was one of the most convincing wrestling wins probably in AEW history so far.
Dude, even Evil Uno got an edge to him. Uno was out there shoving the shit out of people. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Evil Uno who can't even throw papers.
I'm telling you, man, you need to watch. Dude, you need to watch BTE, man.
Seriously.
Yeah, Evil Uno. God
it's
bless
my
his soul.
fucking entertainment.
God bless his
I know.
soul.
Kyle's been telling me for a long time.
You need to. I watched it all the way through twice because I'm disgusting. You need to watch it.
I know. I do. I really do. By the way, standing streamer, I live in the greater Rochester area.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
asked you close to
Yeah.
Rochester.
Yeah.
I thought he was asking a question like you close to Rochester. Like that's fucking pathetic. Like AEW closed to Rochester wrestlers. I don't know why I got that impression.
You fucking weirdo.
I thought some New York rivalry or something, you know? No,
Shame on
Evil
you,
Uno is the
Evil
best
Uno's the
though.
best.
I hope you're not coming at me, streamer. No, I've said I love Uno, man.
I like
fucking
Evil
love
Uno,
Evil
too.
Uno, man.
Yeah.
We're about the Dark Order now. Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
I've been about him for a minute, to be honest with you.
Put your goddamn hand down.
But like they lost me for a second. I honestly, like, I didn't like him at first, and then they kind of caught me, and they build up nicely, and then like when Brody Lee first came in, it was cool, but then they started losing me for a minute because it was like it just felt like they were kind of spinning their wheels. But like now over the last couple weeks, I'm like, okay, it was just some hiccups. Like they're fucking gonna kill people. You know what I'm saying? So
And they did.
yeah,
They murdered an entire
almost
family.
literally. Yeah. But,
An entire ass family was murdered on live TV, basically.
Mhm. Yeah. Brody Lee's a felon now. Probably, really, like legally speaking.
There was a lot of attempted murder apparently on AEW tonight. The attempted waterboarding.
Yeah. No shit.
My God.
Christ.
What a show, though. What a show.
Yeah, it was good.
I mean,
it was good.
It was definitely a fantastic show. I mean, the first hour,
Yeah.
but the second, you got me in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah. No, but all in all, it was really good. And I'm really, really, really starting to get psyched for the Moxley MJF match. I think that the contract signing next week is going to be exciting. His contract signings will be whatever, blah, blah, blah. But I really hope MJF wins. And I mean that. And the reason I mean that isn't just kayfabe, goddammit. It will legitimize the shit
you bought
out of
a t-shirt.
AEW. And it's because I bought a t-shirt. And it's because he's better than me, and we all know it.
Get the fuck out of here right now.
You know, we deserve better. No, but in all seriousness, like, he feels like a homegrown AEW talent. You know what I'm saying? No,
I mean, a lot of people will argue and say MLW, but we'll save that for another video.
Yeah, I don't care about them because it's my opinion that matters.
Kevin, shush.
It'll bring a lot of legitimacy to AEW, you know, and the fact that he would get over on somebody like Jon Moxley, an ex-WWE guy, like all the shoot kind of stories and stuff that you could hear from that. It would just be really fucking cool, and it just seems really perfect to me. And I bought the t-shirt, and MJF 2020 hashtag we deserve better.
Are you done sucking MJF's dick? Can we go home, please?
Give me more, daddy.
Like, god damn.
It's a tasty guy.
I am over you. I'm over you tonight. I can't.
I did not see that coming.
That's what she said.
Oh.
There, that's where this went. Sorry, guys.
I can't. Oh my god.
Awkward pause.
Anyway, I really like MJ. Not so much. Him, but
enough. Enough of the MJF.
Anyways,
Kevin,
guys,
I think
y'all
we
have a
have
good
to fight.
night.
We deserve better, MJF.
No, I'll let Katie sign us up.
Oh.
What? No. I did so much talking. No.
All right, fine. I'll sign us off. Hey, hit us up at SmackDraw Pod if you want to be on UWO. We're looking for people to join the next episode, or myself at the Kai Tai Show. Of course, follow Katie at Katie Wrestling 13. You can follow Kevin after he's done sucking MJF's dick at Kevin Crazy 316. But like always, you guys, until next time, y'all have a good one.
I did it for Kyle's wife.
Stop.